Okay, that's really interesting. And now I understand that from that particular jam, you've been working on various songs, which are actually on this EP of yours, which is the first, by the way.
Yes.
And it's titled "More Soul, Less Ego."
Exactly.
That's very powerful. The message.
It's very potent. It's poignant. It's powerful. It's deep. It's meaningful. Yeah. I learned those words yesterday. So in the conversation.
Like serious.
No, I'm joking.
Okay, maybe you should consider stand-up comedy as well, because
I might.
Okay.
I like comedy, so I only watch nothing but comedy during my spare time. I don't watch action. I just watch nothing but comedy. Yeah.
Okay. And so, also looking at your journey, I understand that you've been working on these songs for quite a number of
2-3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, even 4 years. Yeah.
Okay, kwenzakalani la nguleslie sithi ngifuna ukuhambisa something that's half baked.
Yeah, well, also it's again a journey. Like 2018, that's when I actually started making music myself, and also that's when I was introduced to a studio. So you get to a studio, and I was lucky enough to meet a guy who was Stones Moyo, had a studio.
Thumbs up to him.
Yeah, extreme thumbs up to him. So he introduced me to a studio, and I was really fascinated by that world, to the point where I was in some of the softwares and taught me how to do stuff, and started learning how to music production, songwriting, the skill. And all these years I've been perfecting that craft. So yeah, I think it's time that I was like, you know what, let me just. And also I'd been working on songs. I wanted, like, as you learn, you work on stuff. So some of those nice songs that I made, I picked them out and I was like, let me make an EP. Then the terrible ones I'm deleting.
Terrible ones. Okay, who gets to judge? Because you didn't even get them out there. I get to
judge. There's some songs which are like, I'm not sure. And then there's some where like, yeah, no, this one. No, never, ever.
Right?
Yeah.
You're saying the terrible ones he deletes. I was actually hoping you'd say something like, the terrible ones, I get to rework on them until...
Yeah, well, okay, maybe I was exaggerating when I said delete. They're still there.
Right?
Yeah, they're still there.
Sure, they must be there. And so let's take a listen to this one. It's titled More Soul, Less Ego. And by the way, before we got on air, he said something about being very, very much interested in things associated with the heart and the soul. And we'll be getting to hear more about that right after this particular gem. His name is Leslie Fish. He's here with us in the studio. And so that's a gem by him, and it's titled More Soul, Less Ego. And then I can almost guess where it's likely to go if I'm to ask you what really inspired you to work on that particular one.
That's I think this is the most difficult question you could ever ask me in this interview, because I don't necessarily have a straight answer. But two things. Number one, it's just at the time I was just like overwhelmed by abantu just not being as empathetic to other people, and just the state of love, brotherly love, and just caring for each other. So I try to enhance that element in the music. We should care for each other, we should love each other, we should take care of each other. And element your competition and what. I don't address it directly in the music, but there's definitely some elements there that will address what I'm talking about now. So that's the first thing. The second thing is there's a love story in there. In the EP, 4 of the songs are one story. And by your partner, you just like ask yourself, like, what are they thinking? Do they know how I feel? So it's definitely trying to enhance those emotions in this day and age, and trying to do good in the world through the music. I'm trying to give meaning to the music, not just make music for the sake of making music.
Earlier you did say that the moment you get a song out there, then you're done with it. So that obviously speaks volumes about your experiences, during the course of the making of the song.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's so much of a love story, and earlier you indicated that you're so concerned about the heart and the soul. So you love, eh?
Yeah, I do. I think we all do.
Right.
I could be considered a bit of a helpless romantic, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do.
Okay, that's interesting. And the one that we're gonna play next is Still Believe in Love. the moment somebody says still indicates an element of maybe there was a hiatus of some sort at some point, or maybe there was an element of doubt at some
Exactly.
point.
So the story that I'm telling in this song, there's 4 songs. They're a love story. It's literally the should I say? Yeah, the beginning of the end of a relationship. And someone goes through those emotions and then they break up. That's the second song, and they're just saying, you know what, I'm done, I'm giving up on this whole thing. And then Still Believe in Love is the third one, where you're going, you know what, I still believe in love. I'm still hopeful that I can get someone that's okay or right for me. So that's the song.
Okay, I think this will lead us to more questions after we get to play the song.
Yeah.
I still believe in love, so he says, and his name is Leslie Fish, who's joining us today on our Know Your Artist segment. This is a beautiful piece.
Thank you. I'm still stuck on what you said. It quite is powerful.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Now I'm sounding like one of those motivational speakers, right? Well, and let's take your views, your comments right here on your station of choice. And this is what somebody had to say pertaining to this jam or your music altogether.
Hi, voice. Well, I'm enjoying your tracks anyway. The one Khanyi, and I'm just happy that throughout your journey you've persisted, like until where you are now. Try to work on some of the songs that you want to delete. I'm sure you'll come out with something good. Otherwise, you're good. High level voice in Nand.
No, that's kind of
So somebody is saying, yo, my young man, you are, you're kind of my man, brother, keep soldiering on. I couldn't believe it's our own. I thought it was a UK or USA song. Well done, and that's gonna be on Lovini Group.
Nice, thank you, Lovini. Appreciate it.
Wow, really interesting there. Thanks, Lovini, for getting in touch. And maybe if we could talk about some of the artists that you're hoping to work with going forward. We understand that this is your very first offering, and you are still working on more songs and
Definitely.
revisiting the ones that you, fortunately enough, didn't delete.
Maybe,
So,
just
yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
In terms of artists,
yeah,
there's a lot of, actually with this EP, I'm sebenza with a few more. There's only 2 people I was able to work with now. There's artists like Uvio Brown, who I've been trying to get a hold of, but she's been having a bit of a schedule of her own. So which is Kati, it's been hectic. There's people like, there's actually an artist of tongue, Yeezy. She's got an album out.
Yes.
She's young,
the young
but she's
one.
talented.
She's super good.
Amazing.
She's the waste your time hit maker.
Yes. Yes, definitely. There's other people like definitely ASAP. Those type of people. Yeah. As many collaborations as possible would be cool.
Okay, assume they are tuned in right now, and you want to get it to them that you are looking forward to working with them in the near future. What would you say?
Guys, let us make music that is out of this world. It is high time, especially for this industry, to collaborate and like work together to level the standard, bring it higher, and get international. So let's make it happen, guys.
Wow, that's interesting. Somebody here is saying, Khanyi, after listening to his music, I've concluded that we do have talent locally. I mean, putting together all the local music I've listened to, if only people could take time and listen to local music, we can make them shine brighter than they already are. He really has a dope voice. I love him already. I feel guilty that this is the first time I'm hearing his music. Mukimi and Kusti, oh, please, can you ease that guilt that she's feeling right now?
Feeling guilty? I'm not sure. You know what? Everything happens in due time, so I think this is wonderful that we're meeting now. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and hopefully you'll get the handles and we connect on social media. I'd like to get to know everybody that I'm talking to.
Wow, thanks for that. I mean, at least she's feeling a lot more at ease after what you've just said.
Yeah, hopefully.
I believe she is, because that came from you. But well, it's unfortunate that we've run out of time, really. You're parting short to everybody that has since fallen in love with you. I know we all hate it when good times come to an end.
Goodbyes hurts.
They always do.
Yeah.
They always do. And now, what would you love to say to people like Okimi who have already fallen in love with you?
Well, I appreciate, anytime any one person affirms what you're doing and like compliment and they give you nice vibes like this, it's amazing. So I'd just like to say thank you so much to everybody that took the time to listen to these songs. Thank you so much to everybody who's still here to listen to these songs. I'm releasing this EP today. So on YouTube it'll be there. Can I just say the handles?
Sure.
YouTube Yami is Leslie Fish Media, Leslie Fish Media, and yeah, so it'll be on there and on AudioMac as well. Same name.
Okay, and on other social media platforms?
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, it's Leslie Fish Media.
Spell the Leslie again.
Leslie. And you also
Right.
Yeah, no, it's the other one. It's the better one.
Okay.
And then go Instagram. It's Leslie Fish Upel without the media.
Okay, somebody is saying, Khanyi, please tell him I'm his biggest fan.
I'd like to get these
through
names.
some roses.
Oh, that's amazing. I like to get these names so that I actually mention it when I'm saying thank you instead of just saying thank you, Jay.
Who's this one? It's Kimi and Kusta.
Thank you so much, Kimi. Thank you very, very much.
Wow, thank you so much, really, for all the contributions that came through, all the messages, all the feedback, which is very, very positive. And truly, we wish you nothing but the very best in your career. And we are hoping that you won't be keeping to the terraces from this moment on.
Hopefully not. I've been in the terraces for too long, so
That's
it's
not
time.
as promising. Like when you say it, hopefully not. You
Well,
should be
never-
saying certainly
This is
not.
life. You know what? I'm juggling a lot of things.
Yes,
Work, school,
but-
final year. But as soon as that's concluded, I'm
but-
definitely here.
But from you, I mean, we're expecting some, reassurance.
I'm always posting, by the way, on social. I'm always
At least you
posting.
make time for
And I
it.
make covers as well, so if I can't make music, so it's always gonna be there.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, really, for your time, Leslie. It's unfortunate that it was a little short.
It
but
was amazing
really-
though. It was blissful.
Right?
Yeah. And you're really good at this.
Wow, did you just say that?
I did.
So go right ahead and work on a song to
Khanyi, what?
You got no chill. Do enjoy the rest of your day.